Welcome to Volume 2 of the Minecraft experience. It's been a while since we've been in the game. I'm so happy to be back here with you today. We're just going to get right into things here. So, we want to do the typical start of the Minecraft world. And for us, that means going to get some mobs. And I noticed some pigs over here. So we definitely want to grab those guys. And I think I also saw some sheep. So we'll just kind of grab them. Is that also a chicken? We've also got some chickens. So this is good news. We've got some options here in order to get our animals. So just like Noah, we're going to have to go two at a time. Okay, we've got some over here. Okay. They're like jungle pigs. Interesting. I haven't seen jungle pigs before. Let's grab them. Let's hope they're the same. I don't have any carrots, so that's kind of unfortunate for us, that we have to use leads for everything, but we'll just have to do it as we can. Now, if I get in the boat, are they still going to come with me? It appears that way, yes. Now, I don't know how aggressively I can pull these guys. I gone ahead and made babies for each of these animals. I don't know why they're all brown, and I have these brown eggs. So are things in jungles like only brown now? I've been out of the Minecraft game for a little bit of time, but I thought I kind of knew what was going on with the mobs, but this is something new. It's been like a year probably since I've played, so let me know down in the comments what the heck's up with all the brown animals. So I just want to get these replanted here. And then eventually we'll get some setup going with the rest of the animals. But right now, I think what we're going to want to set our main priority on is probably just like general resource gathering here. Because we're going to be really short on Reese's Pieces on resources for the foreseeable future. So the main thing that I want to focus on, I want to go down in the mines, and I do have a couple things that I can do here. I can make an iron pickaxe, or sorry, a diamond pickaxe, which is phenomenal. I also don't have a ton of iron. I think I only have 12 here, so I can make a chest plate, which is good. I also have made a shield. So we do have a little bit of armor set up. So we're going to want to go down there with a full stack of torches here. So let's get, well, we have 48. Well, we can make a few more. So let's make a few more. There we go. We got a full stack of torches now. We'll put this stuff back in. We'll get our water bucket. We can put the hoe away. And we can make a bit more bread. I think I do still have plenty of hay bales left as well. And here's the moment you've all been waiting for. Our first diamond pick. Very nice. That's just freaking awesome. Let's head down into the mines and see what we can't find down there. And that, my friends, is exactly why you do the 1x2 method. Because you never know. I mean, I guess I could still get popped up right there, but you never know what could happen. Got a little obsidian here now. And we appear to have found a little vein. Oh, well, good thing we've got this. But I just want to be careful here. And there's our first natural diamond, so that's awesome. I was about to say, why is there cobblestone here? But it's because I made cobblestone there. But I want to get this diamond. So let's grab this. Oh, well, okay. We made the fall. That's the good news. The bad news is we're all the way down here again. Come on, let's get our first natural diamonds here. Nice. Come on, there's got to be more than one. Yeah, there's always more than one. There we go. And that's why you always mine just like a little bit around, because you never know what might pop up. So right around here, my pickaxe was starting to get really, really low in terms of its durability. So I headed out for a village, tried to see anything I could find there. Didn't find anything good at this one. Wandered into a snow biome, found another village, and I was looking around. I didn't think this was going to be really easy to get things back. So instead, we went back to that original village that we found on the way into our space. And I decided that was probably just going to be the easiest because they were right on the river there. And if any of you guys have transported villagers before, you know how painful of an experience this is. So I put it all here in its entirety just so you could really see the extent that you have to go through just to get 2 villagers over by your main base location. Okay, so I spent so much time trying to figure this out. I'm not really getting the rates that I expected, but you can see the farm is now finally working. I did have to go down. I had to install FreeCam and ended up finding all of these like spawning locations. So I had to go down to them and latch them all up. I really didn't want to install FreeCam, but you can see I had to. Otherwise, it was not going to work. So I'm not really going to use it for anything except for like troubleshooting. That's my goal, at least. And if I come down here, you can see we're finally working. So now we have iron. We don't have to worry as much about the supply. And boy, howdy, did we need it. Because we were getting very, very low. I was like struggling to even get remotely what we needed. And then if I take you over here to the village breeder, I can kind of show you how this works. So let's see if these pop out a baby here. I think they should. Okay, their resources are not met. Not sure why. I'll have to look into that. But it is working. You can see, so they come down here. The babies try and jump on the bed. They come down here, and then the villagers are pushed down here. They stand on this, so when they're a baby, they don't actually grow up into it. So they'll age here, their head will hit this, they'll launch up, they'll get pushed to the side, launch up again into this stream of water, and then once they drop back down, then they can be picked up by our little minecart system here. And the entire purpose of this is for what many people deem as one of the most unique experiences that come from Minecraft, is villager trading. It's endless, it takes so much time, and in my opinion, not the best mechanic it has. So I just started to grind these, and I realized, well, I want to go on a little adventure. So I kind of procrastinated. I remember seeing on my adventure there was this dark oak forest over here, so I kind of skirted on over here and just grabbed a bunch of the dark oak from over here. And one thing I'd like to do in this YouTube series is to kind of showcase all of the parts of Minecraft, not just the fun building and little storylines and stuff you can put in, but, you know, every bit of it. So, you know, that's why I put that in there. You know, I had to come back, had to build my animal pen. I don't know why it needed to be out of dark oak, but I felt it had to, and that's why I went on my adventure. So I went through and I bred up a ton of these animals over time just so I could have enough, grinding some wood, and then setting up a small farm. And then came the joy that is librarian trading. So this is me trying to get an efficiency 5 villager. It honestly took forever. I eventually did get that. I've got my fortune pickaxe. I'm really starting to get kitted out. You can see I ended up buying some diamond armor from the armorer. I didn't actually craft that armor, but I started to really add to my resources. And then I realized it's really hard to get emeralds. So, of course, what do you have to do when you need emeralds? You got to make a carrot, potato. If you want a beetroot, I never do beetroot. I don't know why. But these automatic farms are really going to save you a lot of struggle in the long run. So now that we've got all of that set up, you can see we are running beautifully here. This is probably only after, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes of AFK farming. You can see it is coming in nicely here. We do know the iron farm is always working while we're over there. And I'll give you guys a quick little update on all of the villagers that we have. We've currently have the capability to max out these two pieces of armor. I just don't have the levels or the emeralds just yet. I do, however, have my full diamond boots, at least at this point, and my full diamond helmet, I believe, has everything on it that I can, at least at this point. We've got a couple extra things just for the future. You know, they pop up, you might as well grab them. So we've got our sharpness 5 villager. I think this is Depth Strider. I just haven't put a sign up yet. We managed to find a density 5. I do actually have 2 efficiency villagers. You can see I've got this efficiency 5 right here. This is 31 emeralds, but I do have one over here that's 43. This one popped in later. Or maybe that was my original? No, this was my first one, and then I got this one later while trying to re-roll. We've got Unbreaking, Respiration, Aqua Affinity, Silk Touch over here. So we're doing well. My next step, I think, for the next episode, we're going to be mostly focused on heading into the Nether. We desperately need quartz because we really want to set up this automatic pumpkin and melon farm. I'm kind of sick of doing it all myself. I want to get all the automatic trades humanly possible. So this has been my main source of items or emeralds at this point. It's slow going, you know, from all that, you know, I mean, maybe that was 30 minutes of waiting, but from all of that, you know, our emeralds are trickling in slowly, but that's okay. I have also made a few small updates over here. We've just kind of cleaned this area up a little bit, as well as kind of put these trap doors in so we can quickly harvest some of this stuff over here. We've updated the house a little bit. So we ended up putting some shelves up here and swapping out. I think we had birch there, so we swapped those out for something that looks much nicer. I've got a little toolkit over here, including my Fortune 3 pickaxe that I've made. And I've started to kind of create some chaos over here. So we've got all the different types of wood that I currently have showcased by these pieces. I do want to put this one right here just because these are the bottom level. And you can see each wood is kind of housed with the type under there. And then way up here, I've got some grass blocks, some dirt blocks, and then we've also got our automatic smelter here, which is processing pretty decently. This one's only a blast furnace one. We've also got, we're very low on our lava here. So if I come down to the basement, you can see we've got some extra storage for some of our bigger bulk items. We'll take a look in here. You can see we are smelting up a ton of bone meal. Or bone meal, a ton of copper. We've also got a bone meal maker, and that can be accessed just by this sneaky little hatch down here. I can toss things in there and easily be able to get rid of like extra seeds or things like that, and it just goes through the composter. And then if we go to the sub basement, you can see we've got ourselves a little lava maker down here, so that we don't have to worry about going to the nether or anything to collect the lava we need for our automatic farm, or automatic smelter, I should say. So yeah, we're doing quite well. I like kind of how we have like an expansive basement down here, and everything kind of serves a purpose. The next steps over here is I really need to get like a bone meal farm set up / a moss farm because we want to start terraforming this quickly. And while I did, spend a lot of resources putting spruce on this, I've got plans to make this into a very large grain silo. And part of the reason why there were so many like kind of meh time lapses is because I'm just getting over a cold right now. So that's why I was a little slow to record any vocals. It was a pretty nasty cold there. So I did a lot more voiceover work than I normally would have. That being said, the next thing we want to build, because the grain silo is going to have to come much later, we've got like obviously like a new community here. And what it's really focused on is going to be the farming aspect of the game. And I really want this to look like a community that has come out of nowhere, and they're settling this area. So, we've got our first kind of boathouse here, and eventually I would love to get this sugarcane all put away somewhere, and then we could build a nice large dock out here with potentially a large boat. That's how we got here. And that will also follow up by us needing a second one, which would probably be some sort of mill with a small grain elevator. And what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to make this river a little bit more complete and intense, and kind of make it seem like this is a large flowing river that maybe comes from a lake way upstream, and we're using that to turn the grindstone that would develop all the flour and stuff like that. I'm thinking that's going to go in this location here, and then that's where a lot of our villagers are going to end up being. And then on top of that, I'd also like to do like a small mine and get into like maybe a blacksmithing building, and kind of go through like the various technological steps that a brand new community in the like farming the pre-industrial era would go through. So let me know your thoughts, how we're going through the series. Would you like to see more time lapses, or want to see a little bit more commentary? Let me know, and we'll continue to do what we do, and that is discover the Minecraft experience together. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.